Okay. Hello, good afternoon or good morning or good evening, wherever you are listening to us right now. My name is mbehderick, and I am one of the many voices of TBC around the globe. And I'm so excited when it is Monday, Wednesday, or Friday because we are having this meeting every Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday when it is 8 p.m. West African time. So with me right here, I am with Professor Solo, who is one of my guests. Hello, Mr. Solo. How are you doing?
I am very fine. Good evening, gentlemen and ladies. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right. We are so excited to have you. We want to appreciate you for being here. I want to also appreciate all those that are listening to me on Zoom and also those on Facebook. Okay. I want to if you are listening to me for the very first time, please keep sharing the link, keep sharing the post. Keep sharing it, guys, because we want everybody to actually get what we are doing here so far as the billion coin is concerned. All right. The billion coin is actually a community program. All right. A community program that started since March 2016 by an anonymous Chris Kringles. Okay. He's anonymous, and for the past 3.5 years, we have been educating the people, empowering them to understand where we are going to. Humanity has long suffered from the morass of poverty. And as a result of that, Chris Kringles took it upon him. He took it as a challenge to make sure that he creates another billions of people around the globe. So as a result of this, we want to educate a lot of people. That's why you need to be sharing this link so that we keep educating the people. We keep showing them what we are, because people actually join TBC without understanding what we are or what we are doing or where we are even going to. So I want to start by addressing those that are new in TBC and they might be listening to me for the very first time. We shall start by addressing them. Okay. If you are new in TBC, you should know that this is a community program where we want to build 1 billion people. We are actually in a movement, and that movement is to empower 1 billion people. And as a result of that, we have formed our Kringle Society, okay? It is a private society. It is not a secret society. It's a private society that among some of the things that we shall do under this society is TBC, which is known as the Billion Coin. All right, which is actually a digital private means of exchange. And this private means of exchange actually appreciates in value as the community grows. So we are actually a kind of steward, okay? We are a steward to this private medium of exchange, and we can use it. We can do whatever we want with it. We do not own it, okay? And it has been programmed for about 9 generations, all right? So right now we are building a team. We are helping people to understand what abundance is all about. So we are going to teach you, okay? We are going to teach you what you are supposed to do, because in this community, as you come on board, as you help people to understand what we are doing, as a result of that, you'll be making money in the process, okay? Because when somebody says, okay, I want to join your private Kringle association, or I want to join your TBC, and the person decides to sign up, okay? Once he sign up, you will definitely, because you can either sign up with $10, you can sign up with $25, okay, or bulk payments, or admin's credits. You can actually sign up through those. And when the person decides to sign up using $25, first of all, you have $12.5 in Bitcoin that the administration gives to you that you can collect anytime as cash. And also, when you sign up right now, you are going to have kringles. You are going to have kringles. And right now, we are building the mass adoption team. And the mass adoption team permits you to have, right now, permits you to have about 17 or 18 16 TBC right now. If you are on the mass adoption team, okay, you can have about 18 TBC. You can have about 17 TBC so far. So guys, it's very important to know that all those that are joining right now, you are welcome. You are welcome to enjoy abundance. And before I want to share my screen with you guys. Let me start by sharing my screen with you. And before I bring Professor Solo in, then we're going to talk about this because I was actually looking at some of the blog posts that the admin wrote from the very first day. And I still feel necessary for us to bring that blog post right now because I think that members need to see this. Let's discuss this, guys. Let us discuss this blog post before we go to other things, okay? Before we go to other things. But I think before we come to this blog post, please permit me, first of all, to show you this real quick. For those that are doing live broadcasts, okay? For those that are doing live broadcasts, let me show you this real quick. If you are doing live broadcasts and you want to submit your broadcast, you just come here, okay? You just come here to your account, you go to your accounts, and you come right down to, I think, let me see, your account here, right? Oops, sorry about this. Let me go back, okay? Sorry about this, sorry. Okay, so for those that are doing live broadcasts, we have, if you are doing live broadcast and you want to submit, after doing your broadcast and you want to submit, you just come to submit broadcast for approval. So after you have programmed your broadcast on YouTube and you are finished doing your broadcast on YouTube, you just come here, submit broadcast for approval. You click there, okay? You click there, and once you click there, you are going to put the YouTube link here. You insert the YouTube link and you insert the date. Remember that the date starts with the month, the day, and the year, okay? And you submit that. And remember that you are being paid for doing a live broadcast, okay? Those are people that are doing YouTube videos and they are talking about TBC and all that. And of course, guys, you should know that the promotion that we had where you could just do $100 or 40 grains transaction and you have one TBC, right now the promotion has gone. You could only have that right now if you are a broadcaster. If you are a broadcaster and you do a 40 grains transaction, you will definitely have you have one TBC. But if you are not a broadcaster and you do a 40 grains transaction, you are just going to have a 0.001 TBC, which is about 1,000 kringles. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised that you do a 40 grain transaction and you do not have one TBC, right? But right now we are working on the mass adoption team. Okay, we want to build a mass adoption team for those that are coming on board. Okay, for those that are coming on board today, they are going to have 16 TBC coins tomorrow. Okay, they're going to have 16 coins by tomorrow. So you can have this just by coming on board, pay your admin fee, or just by renewing your account, but just by renewing your back office. All those that will renew their back office on the 1st of February, those that are already old members, they are going to have 30 TBC. So guys, the spots are filling so fast because admin needs 111,000 people. Admin needs 111,000 people in order to fill out the cream of the billionaire position. I can call it the cream of the billionaire position because we need 1,111,000 people. But admin says that he needs 111,000 people so far right now who shall be very serious and active and follow the mission of TBC. So guys, talking about the mission of TBC and of course why TBC was even conceived by the admin. I keep telling you that all cryptocurrencies, they have about 4 main stages. All cryptocurrencies have about 4 main stages, which is the conception, the production, the distribution, and the consumption or the economic phase. If a currency do not go all through these stages, then there is a problem, okay? Then there is something wrong. I was just going about this article today. I was just going through it, and you guys, let me tell you, this website is so refreshing. This is the official TBC blog, okay? This is the official TBC blog, and once you don't have information coming from this blog, it means that information is not true. For those watching me for the very first time, if you do not have information coming from this blog, it means that information is not true. So, when I was going through this, okay, I was like, the community needs to hear this again. The community needs to hear this again, because this blog post is talking about scarcity and abundance, okay? Talking about scarcity, you know that the world that we live today, we have just 1% of the people around the globe that are super rich, that are wealthy. They're not even rich, they're wealthy. They're wealthy people. Those are people like trillionaires. We all know them, like the Rothschilds family and so on. We know them. They're not much. They're not even up to 300 people who are billionaires on earth today. And for a world that we have more than 7.5 billion people, the administration or the creator of TBC thought that it is unfair. It's unfair for a world that God has created and given a lot of abundance on it for people to enjoy, that only about 300 people are extremely rich. You know what I'm saying? So the creator thought it wise that it is very good to empower humanity to become rich, because many of such things that is happening, many of all what is happening is that people have been brainwashed. And let us look at this blog post together and see what the admin told us. This blog post was written in March 2016. April 2016. That's a very blog post that the admin was opening our eye. The admin was trying to open our eyes. All right. So unfortunately, most people have literally been brainwashed into believing that scarcity is normal and acceptable. It is not. Okay, the most natural thing is abundance. Did you hear this, guys? The most natural thing is abundance. Let's talk about abundance a little bit. Look at the air that we breathe. It is actually in abundance. Okay, look at the sky. Look at the waters. Okay, those are things that are in abundance. Everything that God has created is in abundance. The resources we have on earth is in abundance. Now, admin says the most natural thing is abundance, and humanity is being robbed of all of their dreams and aspiration. Can you relate to that? If by now you have no idea what I'm talking about, then the elite have succeeded in your case in keeping you in the dark, completely unaware of what's really happening. Yes, I want to come in now with Professor Solo, who is right here with me. Professor Solo, you are right there with us, and we are talking about scarcity and abundance. And admin is telling us here that if by now people do not still understand that the most natural thing is abundance, then you have been brainwashed, Professor Solo.
Thank you, Mr. Mbe. Good evening, my dear brothers of TBC community. I think we have repeatedly said this. Your progress, your backwardness, everything you do in life depends purely on you. You see, Mbe just said, read what admin wrote in 2016, that if by now you have not realized and understood what TBC is all about, especially about abundance, then it means you have been completely brainwashed and perpetually kept in bondage.
Mm-hmm.
You are captivated, you are a captive, a slave of these elites who want to make you believe that you must struggle for existence. For everything you eat, for everything you want to acquire, you must sweat and corrupt on them.
Right.
It is not true. God created everything in abundance. He has given you examples of what God created. God created the air. He created the forest. He created the water. He created the fish, the food we eat.
Mm-hmm.
He in abundance. But look at what man created. Man created money. And money is only for a means of exchanging what God has already put in place. And what has man done? He has manipulated it and made it to become scarce.
Right.
Made it to become very few. So that everybody will be racing, looking for it. While a very few, I told you that there are not more than 300 billionaires or trillionaires in the world. So that only them will be dropping out the peanuts for us to be scrambling for.
Yeah.
It's a mental situation everybody must have to realize now.
Right.
I mean, I don't know why it is difficult for you to realize it. You go to borrow money, they just write figures on the paper, but the money is not even made available, because if the money you borrow is made available, you will not struggle to be able to pay interest on it. But it's because they give you this money, it's not available, it's only on paper. In reality, the dollar is supposed to use to pay them back. It's not available. So what happens? You go into debt and they take your property, your equity, or your collateral you're doing to them. So this is exactly what Admin is trying to tell us, that we have to get away from this captive mentality, this slave mentality that we must struggle and everything is scarce.
Right.
Everything is not scarce. It's only what man created, and that is money. Means of exchange. Only the small part of what the human being needs is. The majority of the things, God has already made them in abundance.
In abundance,
the small one is in order to exchange among ourselves, instead of trading by barter. It's money, currency, and now we have made it scarce just to trample on our fellow human beings.
Of course.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you so much, Prof. I'll be coming to you back very soon. And it is very important for people to understand that the scramble for money leads to the, how can I say, leads to the love of money. Okay, money is is something that is scarce and people are scrambling towards it. And as a result, it has created high affinity for money. Okay, people have high affinity for money. And as a result of that, there is war that is being created, there is hatred, there is jealousy, there is whatever that is being created. And the purpose of making money to be scarce is to depopulate the people on earth. Let me tell you guys, this is truth. Make your research. These billionaires that we all know, their intention is to depopulate the world, is to make sure that they have a quite number of people that they can manage to control, that they can be able to create a system where you live under fear and depression, where you live under, what if I don't go to work? What will happen? My boss will be fired. I will not have enough money. What will I retire on? My pension might be disturbed. And even the pension that you have at the end of the day will still be crumbs. And we are saying that we are not fighting the current system. We are not fighting anybody. But we are going our way to do things our own way and live and do exchange in our own way and live in abundance. And that is why the creator of this digital assets is trying to explain to us that we have been brainwashed. And if you are still believing that your birthright is to live in fear, your birthright is to work maybe 16 hours a day, your birthright is to work till you die, then you are still under this umbrella of brainwashing. And we say, no, humanity is not supposed to live under this. And let us go forward and see what is happening here. Admin tried to explain to us that this is the very first post here towards educating you. And I really don't want to spend a lot of time talking about the problems. I would rather talk about the solution. Yes, I would rather talk about the solution. Let me tell you, a great philosopher once said, those that would destroy the world, okay, those that are going to destroy the world will not be those that are seeing it, Okay, will not just be those that they know about it, but those that are seeing it and doing nothing about it. Okay, those are the people that will destroy the world. If you know that something is bad and you are doing nothing about it, then you are contributing to destroy it. If you know that humanity is under a cage, if you know that mankind is living under misery, suffering, and you are not doing anything to help mankind, then you are helping for that. If you have the means to do something, do it. Do it. Okay? So those that will destroy the world will not be those that are seeing and doing nothing, but it will be those that they have seen and they are trying to bring out a solution. Okay? By trying to bring out a solution. So admin is trying to bring out a solution to mankind. Admin is trying to bring out a solution to humanity, to see that humanity needs something better. It's not just about quick gratification. It's about a global economy that we want to create. And it's not something that will be happen overnight. It's something that we are going to build it. Now, admin says that the billion coin is an answer for the masses. It has been designed to be an easy and simple solution to lift the poor out of poverty in just a matter of few short months. Professor Solo, we are talking of few short months. I think when admin wrote this, the promotion that we are having right now, which is the mass adoption promo, was not actually out. Admin was talking about months, but Professor Solo, today we are talking about a day. We have the power to transform you into a TBC billionaire or millionaire within 24 hours. Ask us how. Prof.
We are really creators. We are creators, but many of us do not fully understand and they have the feeling that they are creators. We are creators of billionaires and billionaires as we are now. We get with just a wave of the hand. You just register something with a bank credit and pay only $25 and he gets 30 coins. Remember, one coin of TBC is $10 million. $10 million. So if you get 30 coins, it means you have $30 million.
Right.
What millionaire are you? If you convert it to our wretched naira here in Nigeria, you will run crazy with the figure. You wouldn't even know how, people will not even know how to calculate it. To be sincere. So we are creators of billionaires and millionaires. By the time admin wrote this article that Timbe is reading now in 2016, he must have envisaged all these things, but he has never brought it to fruition.
Right.
He has been going with us step by step. Because if he watches it, a lot of people will be drowned in the confusion that will emanate out of ignorance.
Right.
So he is bringing them bit by bit so as we begin to understand. And as it stands now, if we quickly get this 111,111 people together, and every one of them goes all out to bring two. Before the next 6 months, we must have gotten the 1 billion people.
Of course.
We must have created our own parallel economy in the world that will save all of us from this misery in which we are.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, always remember you are in misery. No matter the granite they give you to eat, you come and eat once a day. After sweating for 14 hours, you come back home late, your children have gone to bed. You don't even have time to see them. And then you eat your small granite or rice. You feel you're on top of the world. You are suffering again to bed. You cannot say, look, today I will eat 3 times. Many of us cannot eat 3 times a day.
Right.
Many of us eat only once or twice a day. So please, we are in the creation period. Admin has put us in such a situation that we have nothing else to complain about. Let us do our own things. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And when you look at when you look at what admin is telling us here, admin says that now you may not consider yourself to be poor right now, but let's face it, you are not a billionaire, right? Yeah. Would you like to be a billionaire? Woo! Would you like to be a billionaire? I should be asking all those that are listening to us right now, will you like to become a billionaire?
Yes, everybody. I would like to.
Yes.
And for you to become the billionaire, you need to join the mass adoption team by paying your admin fee and have 16 coins. And the value of one coin today is about 10 million USD. Yes, 10 million USD in digital assets that you can have it. So get back to the person that is inviting you for this training or this discussion and let that person transform you into a TBC billionaire. Yes. I don't know what other opportunity that you can become a billionaire within hours or within 24 hours. I don't know. If you know, please tell me. Tell me. I will rush and join you. So listen to what admin is trying to tell us here. Most will immediately say no to that question. And once again, that will be another example of mind control and conditioning you are under. The truth is, you don't need a billion to be happy. But if you had a billion, you will have the power to also make a lot of others very happy, right? Whoa, Prof, you know this information is so interesting. Let me quickly take our dear brother Stephen. Stephen Coffey is joining us right now. Hello, Steve. Welcome. We are so delighted to have you on board. I know you were in another serious call and you rushed to join us. We are so happy to have you on board.
Yes, I'm sorry I'm running late, but I had some problems with actually I was finished, but I had some problems with my laptop and I had to restart. Okay. It took a while to get going, so I apologize for running late, guys.
Steve, actually, you know, we went back to the very first post, the very first blog post that admin wrote in 2016. Because Steve,
oh yeah, I know that one.
Yes, scarcity and abundance. How admin tried to explode our mind and make us to understand how the global distribution of resources is being managed by some 1% of people, and the rest of humanity are suffering. You know, the very first day I read that post, I was like, wow, can this really be true? But it is true. It is true. So we are trying to still bring that post to make people to understand where admin was going from day one. Because it appears that people have not understood where admin has been going from day one. And right now, we are on a level where admin is asking people that, will you want to become a billionaire? And if you say no, it means that you are still under the condition of brainwashing by the elites. And also, if you might be happy. You might be happy today. You might not be hungry. Steve, we are not doing this because we are hungry. We are not doing this because we lack what to eat. We have enough that we can eat for the next 5-10 years, you know. But now it is, what about the others? What about humanity? What about the community that we have that are suffering? What about them? So I was telling the people that the world will not be destroyed by people who see evil and stay quiet. Okay, in fact, it will not be destroyed by people who just see it, but by those that see evil and stay quiet. Okay, so if we want to fix it, let's bring a solution and educate the people and empower them. So Steve, if we had $1 billion today, we can make many people happy, right?
Correct.
So imagine 1 billion people where we have 1 million that are billionaires. Imagine the number of people they can transform them to be happy. Woof.
Right, because it has to be a big S for solution.
Right.
For solution. Because think about what the first blog post talks about. You know, it talks about a system that's been in place for oh my God, for decades and decades and decades. Way before we was even thought about being born. And that system has been broken for ages.
Right.
And I know that because I live right here in a country where that system, it looks on the surface that, oh, everybody's living good.
Right.
But let me tell you something. We got people, I can go right now 5 minutes down the street and find a homeless person here in the U.S.
Wow.
A country that have trillions with the T, trillions of dollars.
You see?
But we got a person that was no home right now on the street. And you got to ask yourself the question, why is that?
Good.
And it's because the system that we have had for ages and currently have is broken.
Right.
It's broken. And so we have something here that we have a private community of over 3.5 million people, some active, some not active, but they're so. We have them. So that first blog post is to make us recognize what we currently have and how we now have a solution that we can build upon. And I'm telling you, y'all are right on point with this one, because think about the people that's suffering out here. You know, they're like Solo was saying, may not have 3 meals a day. They cannot eat three times a day. May eat once a day, or maybe be lucky if they find 1 meal a day. We shouldn't have that in this world.
It shouldn't
happen.
Have
it not in any country.
It shouldn't happen. Shouldn't.
So it's us to educate people out there who need this solution. It's up for us to educate that. Right. So y'all are right on point. Yeah. Right on point.
Let me bring Professor Solo in. Prof, imagine you are an economist and you can really understand what we are talking about here. Imagine 1 billion people having $1 billion in their account. Imagine the number of people they are going to make happy. Imagine the number of people that they are going to save. Imagine the number of people that they are going to help. Yeah, unmute yourself, sir. You're muted.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are 2.5 billion people in this world, and if 1 billion people have, let's just not talk about 1 billion, just 1 million. $1 million for a place of goods, which will eventually become around 2.8 or 3.8 million of dollars. So if 1 billion people have this money and they employ 5 to 6, 7 people, it means they will clear off the unemployment on the surface of the earth.
Right.
The people will all have jobs, and the jobs will be hunting the people. You know, that's the problem now. Because there will be everybody that you create, will create another person. You employ some people, after 6, 7 months, they will get out and start their own business. And as they do this, they are all looking for employees, for people that will work. And as they look for people that will work, the price of the workers keep rising. It's because of demand and supply.
Right.
If the demand is higher than the supply, the cost of the supply gets higher. So the workers will begin to earn very interesting and happy wages. No more hunger wages. You know what they're earning now is hunger wage. That's enough to eat. Finish. Some people cannot dream of going on holidays. Some people cannot dream of driving cars. Some can never dream in their life to fly in an aeroplane.
You're right.
That is something out of their way. But immediately we get to this stage where 1 billion people have $1 billion, for Christ's sake, there is no way you can keep that money without it getting down to the poorest of the poor. And suddenly we will not have that poorest of the poor anymore. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. As I'll be sharing my screen to go through this very blog post. It's so interesting. Let us quickly rush through it. Admin says that most will immediately say no to that question. And once again, that will be another example of the mind controlling and conditioning you are under. The truth is, you don't need 1 billion to be happy. But if you had 1 billion, you will have the power to also make a lot of others very happy, right? How can we return the world to a state of abundance and prosperity? That's the question Almin is asking us here. How can we return the world to a state of abundance and prosperity? We have to change everyone's minds. Woo! We have. Steve, people think that in order for us to have 1 billion people together, we need to force people, but it's brain work. We start with a mind.
Yeah, a lot of them, as you said before,
can I come in?
People are brainwashed under their own systems.
Okay, right. Mr. Amechi, are you there? I think I will give you the Zoom, the link, and you will join us. Steve, go ahead, please.
I was
only just saying that, you know, we have so many people, even and you know, I hate to say this, but it's true. We have people, even in our own TBC community, that's still brainwashed.
Mm-hmm. Many.
They're still brainwashed because they, no matter what you say and train them, they still have that same mindset that they want to make TBC out what they think it should be.
Right. Right.
And they have to, don't try to create, in other words, don't try to create something that's already there for you, already spelled out for you to operate.
Mm-hmm.
Just follow the system.
That's it. We just have to follow the system. And it's all about education. We are not going to fight anybody. It's just going to be education. So let me quickly rush again to what Admin said. He said, is the only way when everyone believes in abundance and prosperity for all, that's when it will happen. There are many, yes, because if people don't believe, in prosperity and abundance, it will never happen. It will pass many years, centuries. But once you start believing and accepting abundance, before you know it, you are already living your life in abundance. There are many info warriors out there doing the best they can do to spread awareness, but not much has changed for the better. Motivating people to wake up is not an easy thing to do. Perhaps if there was $1 billion incentive to wake up to the good life, maybe that will work. Well, $1 billion coin begins that experiment. All you need potentially is just one TBC coin to someday become a billionaire, because that is the highest the price will ever go for this coin, based on the software formula driving the price of it. You are very fortunate if you found this when the TBC coin was only about a penny. So guys, if
I remember that when it was. Oh my God.
we have a saying. We have a saying here. We have a saying here that we tell people that your children will ask you, where were you when people were joining TBC? When people were having more TBC, where were you? That is what we tell people. If you don't join now, your great or your grandchildren will ask you, Daddy or Mama, Grandma, when your friends were joining TBC, where were you?
That's right.
Let me tell you, sometimes I'm tempted to ask my father. When people were buying Bitcoin in 2009, where were you?
It's you that they will ask.
Just like TBC did.
Right. So let's take Mr. Amechi. Mr. Amechi, are you there?
Hello, friends. I am here.
All right. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, everybody.
Yeah, good evening.
In fact, Mr. mbehderick, I really love what you're doing, especially for taking us back to that very blog post. Just like Mr. Steve was saying, it is never an easy thing to convince people, even some Tibicians in the community. Even some in the community are pretty difficult to convince because they are not reading. I learned so many things in that very blog post. Okay? following what you read out, you were saying that a billion coin, or a million dollar will not just make you happy. But what makes you happy is the ability to make others happy.
Yes.
Okay? I was in the hospital just for the past week. And what I saw there, I was just looking at the nurses and the doctors. Okay? They are health professionals. They know how to handle different cases. But I now ask myself, if these people only know how to handle health issues without having patients to attend to, how is their profession going to benefit them? They know how to handle issues, but without patients to attend to, how will they be able to show people their expertise?
Right.
So I look at it in TBC. We have all these things, so to say, but how much can we consume as a person?
Right.
If you are giving let's say $1 million, go and use it to do whatever you want. If other people are not benefiting from it, how will you be happy? And that is the area. And most of us today think that we've gotten enough. We have enough coin that can carry us through whatsoever. It is never enough, because when we start making use of this fully, we discover that actually we did not actually take time to gather enough coins. So this is an opportunity for us to get all what we could be able to get. Because Admin has seen all these things. Looking at that very blog post, he sounds prophetic. And even when he wrote that in 2016, it wasn't very clear as it is now. Looking at what we have in that blog post, comparing with what is happening to us now, we found out that Admin was right after. So what I say, the point is still very clear. If we allow ourselves to read and actually think about what the admin has been saying, it's got that there will be no reason questioning admin as to what he's doing, because he knows much better than most of us.
Right.
And that is where people have the wrong notion that why is admin doing this? Admin knows exactly what he's doing, and I commend him for doing that. So thank everybody. Well done, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Amici, for that wonderful contribution. We really want to appreciate you. We hope that your father is doing fine. We know you are in the hospital, but due to the passion that you have for TBC, you are here with us and you are chipping in your contribution. Thank you so much. I was so excited when you told, let me tell you guys something. This is somebody who understands, who used the least opportunity he has. I was so excited with him yesterday when he told me I'm about to sign up a doctor who just, I'm about to sign up a doctor who is taking care of my father here. That is it. Anywhere you are, your mouth should not be closed. We are hiring. We are hiring people to join our community. And our community is a movement. And this movement is to make sure that we have 1 billion people on earth that we are going to empower.
Hello, Mr. David.
Anywhere you are. I was like, the last time we were coming back, I think from South Africa, and my wife sat beside somebody. It was like a businessman, and within 2 minutes of them exchanging words, she was now like, we belong to a community where we are actually trying to eradicate poverty globally. The man was like, what? And the discussion started from there, and before you know it, she collected her email address, names, and when she got home, signed the person up. So use the least opportunity that you have to hire people to join us. We are hiring people to hire. Everybody is the boss.
That's it, Mr. mbehderick.
Everybody is the boss.
Mr. Mbe.
Yes, sir.
Do you know one thing?
No, sir.
We need to be proud because of what we have, because nobody has what we have.
Nobody. I discovered that when I was busy explaining things to the doctor, he just opened his mouth. I said, sir, yes, I know. When it comes to health issues, you know it much better than me, and I appreciate what you are doing. But look at this. After looking at everything, he said, wow, so opportunity like this is really existing. He started opening up. He did not even came back to me and was discussing some family issues about how this was not going on. But with this idea that I've given him, that this is something you need to look into. So we don't need to close our mouth. When we present TBC to an average person, the person must surely listen. Yeah.
Forget about long ties and big suits. No, we need this money.
We need it, though. We need it. So let me quickly rush again to the blog. Let's finish it before we run up. Okay. So Anlin says that all you need potential is just one TBC coin. Okay, I think I'm done with that. No matter what you paid for your TBC coin, you are in a position to become very wealthy over time. Just owning this TBC coin is not enough to become wealthy. The truth is, education is required to become wealthy, and that is what this section of the website is dedicated to deliver to you at no additional cost. Steve, do you know the reason why many people are where they are with TBC? They are backward because they have refused to be educated. They have refused to empower themselves. Professor Solo?
Yes. They won't educate themselves. Every one of us knows that adage that education is power.
Mm-hmm.
People do not quite understand it. They know it, but they don't really go in depth with it to understand what it really means. It means that if you understand something, you will know how to go about it. Now, even let's face it, Mr. Mbe,
yes,
there are people you will give $1 billion now as we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
There are people you will give 1 billion naira as we're talking now. I mean, $1 billion as we're talking. Forget this now for a moment. And within the next 1 month, that $1 billion will fizzle away from their hands.
Of course.
Will just disappear completely. And they go back to wretchedness and poverty.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are not educated enough.
Mm-hmm. It's just like...
Because they are not educated enough.
Right.
I can set an example. I did an apprenticeship in Germany in a company called Please, I'm sorry to digress.
Mm-hmm.
That company is a family company that was established in 18 something by their great grandfather.
Wow.
Do you know, it got this fellow who refused to be educated and he's the only son. While he was laying about, the procurist or the lawyer in the company made him to sign over this whole company to him. This is a company that was employing more than 3,000 people.
Wow.
There is no machine in this world they do not produce. Because that man was an illiterate, he was carried away by the surface things he was material by. He came back one day and they were telling him to go and become one of the clerks. He went to court and he lost the case, and that's how he lost the company. Wow. So what I'm saying is, education is paramount. I think it comes to before the money.
Mm-hmm.
As you are handling the money, if you have no education, even if you are giving the whole money, you wouldn't even know how to invest it. You wouldn't even know how to use it to really do the job the money is meant for. Yeah. And that is the eradicate poverty. You wouldn't know how to use it to help the very poor. You will have it there and be looking at it and you will do nothing. Thank you very much for something.
Thank you so much, Professor Solo. I keep telling people that these are how I describe some categories of people that they have refused to understand TBC. They keep saying, that has not happened, this has not happened, TBC is too slow, TBC is, okay, TBC is too slow, go where it is fast. Let's see how long you'll be there. If TBC is too slow, go where it is fast. Let us be. Let me tell you, those of you listening and that have refused to learn, that have refused to empower themselves, owning this coin without education is like giving a monkey a loaded gun. Also, owning this coin without education is like giving or putting a golden ring on a pig nose. It's useless. If you give a loaded gun to a monkey, you are going to create chaos, because the day that monkey gets angry or think about anything, he shoots. So Admin don't want to create a bunch of people that will refuse to empower themselves. You guys must, or anybody owning TBC coin, must stay close to the block, empower yourself so that you can empower others. You know, I signed up somebody today, and immediately, a couple of hours, he had his coin, and the next, Steve, let me tell you, the next question he asked me was like, how can I cash out this money? How can I get this money? I was like, really? What did you do to get that money? What did you do?
I think no problem.
Yeah. The next thing I'm like, how can I get this as cash? I turned and asked him that, do you think that if you go to the bank and said, oh, hey, bank manager, Mr. Bank Manager, I have $18 million in TBC coin in my wallet. I need some cash. Do you think they will look at you like somebody who is normal? Don't you think they'll look at you like somebody who has a mental problem? They will look at you like somebody. Go ahead, Steve.
TBC coin. The bank said, what is that? What is TBC coin? I never heard of that.
Right. So people need to be empowered how to create more TBCians and empower them, because it's not just about owning this coin. That's not it, and that's where many have failed. Many feel that once you have this coin, okay, I'll just be. When will I be able to exchange for cash? What should I do? No, it's not that. You need to do some work. You need to be active in the community so that you can make some money in the process. So admin says that please, people should meet themselves in Zoom. I'm getting a lot of external noise from Zoom. Admin says that, but if you don't take the time needed to get this education, then you will be doomed to make the mistakes that comes from being uneducated. Wealthy people are not lazy, but a lot of poor people are very lazy. So it's up to you. Do you truly want to be wealthy, or are you okay just the way you are? The choice is yours. Choose wisely. Steve, I don't know what you have chosen, but me, I have chosen to be wealthy and educate myself, and I'll keep educating myself daily. Yes. That is it.
That's the only way to be.
Look at Professor Solo. Look at Professor Solo. After all the studies, the big book, the degrees, the whatever he has as certificates, he is here learning another era in the economic system. That's an economist. Prof, how do you feel about this? How do you feel taking part in this economy? And in fact, I'm so happy when I see you, because it doesn't matter your age, the age that you are, right? And you have decided to learn. You have decided to empower yourself. Prof, do you know that I'm so proud of you?
Yeah, I mean, Ms. Ambe, you see, as you said at the beginning, it's not what we want to eat ourselves that is important. It's what we want to see our brothers and sisters, our friends, our neighbors eat, how they should feel. And apart from that, what you learn in TBC, no university in this world will give it to you. Gentlemen, I studied up to the highest degree in any profession. I have a PhD in civil engineering. I think that's the highest. And I lecture in the university. I don't think there's any other thing more. But when I came and joined TBC, I started understanding the mechanism of this world. I started understanding the financial structure of this world. And I started to understand the manipulation of people. Because as a lecturer, as a professor, you feel that you are top of the world. They give you the peanuts and you begin to run around like a chicken without a head and think you're okay. You are not. By the time you sit down and look at the whole setup, you see that a few people somewhere are manipulating you, are using you, and you are just working for nothing.
Right.
So gentlemen, the knowledge is here. I've always been talking about it in my broadcast, that what you learn in TBC, you cannot learn it in any school. No university teaches you about abundance of this money. Who is controlling this money? Where is this money? From where is it coming? They will never teach you that. But TBC is taking the time to teach you all this without your paying the time.
Yeah.
You only need to invest a small time and you will learn all these things and you begin to really understand what we are all talking about.
Okay.
A parallel economy of TBC where abundance is created and everybody will live the way God has made us to be. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. You know, when you are saying, I'm just thinking, you know, I'm just thinking when some of these bankers or some of the people around who are lecturers and they claim that they know so much and they only want to consider what they have been brainwashed to learn, to understand in school. You know, Steve, last year, I think around November, I had a meeting with some university lecturers and some few bankers. I think there was about 10 of them. They were all university lecturers, economists, great bankers. Some of them were bankers. So I think about 7 lecturers and 3 bankers. And I discovered that those that were bankers, they were like, how can this be possible? How can this be true, you know? And those that were lecturers who actually had an open mind and wanted to learn, they were like, young man, where did you study all these things? Because what you are telling us here, this is not what we know. We have never seen some of these things. Where did you learn this thing? So, you know, that is to tell you that everything is moving on earth, and not only the digital economy will be stagnant. That's the simple answer I gave them, that the world is rotating on its axis and everything has changed. Communication has changed. Technology has changed. Not even money will be stagnant. Not even the paper money that you have will remain the same. The money has to be revolutionized. I'm telling you, Steve. Oh my God.
I tell you.
So let's see.
No. Wow.
Yeah. So let's see the last paragraph we have here. Is there a voice inside you that says you have a lot to offer? Let me tell you guys, let me tell you people something. My first job, I was a classroom teacher. And each time I was teaching in class, there was a voice telling me that I have a lot to offer to humanity. And I was looking for that way. I was trying to position myself to see that I am in a right position to embrace the right thing to offer services to humanity. And a great philosopher told us that word. That once you help many people or majority of the people have what they want, you will definitely have all what you want. Yes, if you help more people to have what they want, you will have all what you want. I mean, TBC today is 3 years plus, and actually, when I started, I was broke. But my mission was not just the money. My mission was the voice telling me to help people to have something better. So if you are listening to TBC or to me right now, or to us right now, know that your mission is not just to have these millions in your account and you sit on it and you're waiting to marginalize people, or you are waiting to trample on people. No, you have a mission, and that mission is to help people. That mission is to make sure that your next neighbor is okay. That mission is to make sure that your community is okay. So is there a voice inside you telling you right now that you have something to offer? If there is a voice telling you this, then this is the right position for you. If you are here, or if you are listening to this, you only want but money, 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 you are on the wrong place. You are on the wrong place. We are all about humanity. We are all about changing for the better. Now, admin is telling us, does it say you do have an unfulfilled purpose? Does it say that you better, does it say that you better hurry? A wasted life is a shame. Oh my God. Stephen, have you ever gone to the graveyard? When you go to the graveyard, you are going to see many dreams that have been buried. You are going, many dreams are on the graveyard. Refuse to be on the graveyard with your buried dreams. Refuse that. It won't happen. You shouldn't be a member of the billion coin community and your dreams is shattered or your dreams is going to the grave. It shouldn't happen. You do matter. Never let anyone steal your dreams for you, ever. Live free, live good, and take charge of your own life and make it meaningful. I hope all of your dreams come true. And I hope the billion coin gives you the extra means to make it happen. Oh my God, thank you very much, admin. Signed by Chris Kringles. Chris Kringles, 2016, April 2016. All right, we are almost 1 hour, and that is the exact time that we have for this program. And we are so excited, guys. I'm so emotional because when I see people having this opportunity and they're joking with it and they are taking it lightly, I feel like I should punch them and make them to understand what we are doing right here, because we have almost 99% of humanity suffering. 99% of humanity suffering. And you people are sitting down, they are doing nothing. Some can only criticize, some can only do nothing, some can only make noise around the corner. I feel like punching some people. So, Steve, one last words before we go, before I take Prof Solo.
I just want to say, this is, once again, you're right on point with this subject and going through the first blog post, because it deals with the existing problem that we have now. And we have it, like I said before, we have a solution. And the key element that I've always said, that when you bring a person to TBC, the key element is education.
Right.
Because when you describe that person, and about the first thing they'll say, how can I cash it out? How can I get it? Well, you got to ask yourself, what kind of mindset does that person exist? What does it have? It's called a scarcity mindset. It's about me. What can I do? It's not about humanity. See, we gotta have to have our mind on humanity, because the existing system has not worked over decades and centuries.
Right.
It's just getting worse. It's not getting any better. So we now have a system in place, and we got to change the existing mindset we've had when we were born. A lot of you all, believe it or not, have a scarcity mindset.
Right.
You don't want to admit it, but we have that because that's what was instilled in us when we were born. And as we grew up, it's sad to say, some of your parents may have had a scarcity mindset because that's all they knew. So now we have a solution. We can change, not just for you and you and you, but all of mankind.
Right.
That's suffering out there.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, Steve, for taking your precious time to always spend with us here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We appreciate you so much, Steve.
It's my pleasure. My pleasure.
Before we come to Professor Solo, let's come to the Zoom. Let me come to the Zoom here. We have a lot of interesting leaders here. I'm sure many of them are just like, wow, what is Mbe? Mbe has come again. Mbe is shouting at us now. We need to sit up and take up to our responsibility. Okay, let me take some few people, maybe 1 or 2 persons in Zoom that want to contribute something real quick before we go, please. So do we have somebody that want to say something, or you might have a question? You might have a question at the end of this program. You want to ask, there is something you don't understand. Do you have a question you want to ask? Please indicate. Please, Mr. Theng from Nigeria. Right on, sir.
Well, thank you very much, Mbe and Solo and Steve and everyone that's on this meeting. Thanks for all of you taking the time to come. You know, TBC, the last paragraph, or if we have a voice inside of us, you know, asking us if there's something we need to contribute to the society. Actually, before TBC, most of us have lost that voice.
Mm-hmm.
There was no way that you know, you will rise and raise your voice and do anything, because the circumstances around us, there's no way you can, except God has mercy on you. But you see, TBC has given us a voice. I remember when we were, you know, when I was signing on, and I had to sign those 10 questions.
Right.
What says that we have a voice, my voice counts.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, it's unfortunate. TBC has cost us again those voices that were almost dying.
Mm-hmm.
TBC has given us the opportunity to begin to express these voices. But unfortunately, a number of us who have gained their voices are using the voices to do damage to TBC. And it should not be. We should use those voices, you know, to build TBC. We should use those voices to well, we said we are not fighting, to speak the truth as to, you know, the scarcity and the programming that the previous system had, you know, programmed us to, and tell one another the truth about what TBC, you know, has brought to all of us. And, you know, the scarcity thing that you talk about, I have a feeling that, and I'm not a prophet though, I have a feeling that some people will run mad when we bring in full economy of TBC. Because we are thinking about ourselves, we are thinking about ourselves, what these coins inside our wallets can do for us, and we are not thinking about any other person. And one indication that, you know, shows me that some people run mad, when you watch the sharing in the WhatsApp groups on TBC, anywhere, people are not kind to one another.
Right.
And yet all of us talk about abundance. I don't understand that kind of abundance in which there's no respect for any other person, just simply because I have coins in my wallet. I think we should, you know, go back and learn this thing about the abundance. Because the abundance will not, you know, it does not exclude the love and respect that we talk about.
Right.
Abundance excludes, you know, seeing the next person as a means to make cash flow. I keep saying this, forgive me, but that is my contribution this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Feng, for that great contribution. Yes, sir. Let's take another person.
Yeah, Brother Derek, this is Kufre Ayakem from Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you. I'm happy joining this intelligent talk tonight.
Thank you.
It is true. It's true that many people don't really believe in what they have. But for us who have suffered a long time and have come to see a way out, we believe in what we have and we are ready to push it forward. And the conference is taking place in Nigeria. We're working hard to have it done.
Yeah.
We follow your encouragement. Yeah, we follow your encouragement and we are ready to work. I'm ready to work Akwa Ibom State, harmonizing Akwa Ibom State Cross River, and our friends are also working in other states in Nigeria to have it done. I believe you will be present, and my friend Stephen Kofi, which I've heard his voice, and other friends will come down to Nigeria. We will shake hands. I'm so happy to attend this meeting tonight.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. We love Akwa Ibom. Tell the people of Akwa Ibom that we are coming. We are coming to light fire in Akwa Ibom.
Beautiful. Yeah. They are hearing.
All right. We'll be there. My brother Stephen Coffey will be there. We are going to turn Nigeria upside down. So get ready for us.
No. Lagos, Kaduna,
Ebonyi. Nigeria is too big for you to cover in 15 days.
I am not small. Just know that like 15 days there is fire. only me like this. You need like 20 people to contain me alone. It's going to be fire.
Yeah. It will be set on fire as soon as your group is here.
Right.
We are ready to receive you. Thanks so much.
You're welcome, sir. We appreciate you so much. Guys, I think that we are actually at the end of this program.
Hello,
Mr. Trust.
Mr. Mbehderick.
Yes.
Please give us just few seconds to say something.
Yes, sir.
Hello to the whole team. It is with a very, very light heart and with full gratitude that I thank all the leaders that have been lighting up this talk show on Facebook, Zoom for the past days that have kicked off. Guys, you don't know what you're doing to the world round. Minds are being changed. People are sitting up. People are pondering questions and people are asking, what are these guys talking about? I will not take time because the time given for us is too short. But what I will say is what? It's all about mind shifting. And you know, the mind has been dumbed down for quite a long period. So TBC has come to give us that birthright back and shuffle our mind to look contrary to the direction we're looking. So guys, it's not a work of a day. We are building a whole economy from ground upward. Leaders, you're doing a very great job. Kudos to your effort and keep on. We are with you, one spirit, and our birthright is on our hands. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Move for
Thank
money.
you.
We appreciate you for that wonderful contribution. Thank you so
Aaron,
much.
well done.
Trust. Okay, will we have another person?
Yes, good evening, everyone. Good evening, leader.
Good evening, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Okay, great. Okay, my approach today, I've been listening on what you guys, everyone have been saying, and I think that this is very clear that basically what you're really doing right now is a real great encouragement that people have to really know and understand what is really happening in TBC. And my approach is that for what have been since I joined the community is that people really don't understand what is a private society, because I think that is where people have to be educated, because some of them don't even understand what is a private society, what is a public society. So it's not all about the coins himself, because the moment
A network. Oh my God.
the coin will not gain value if we don't have a community behind. So people have to understand that it's not about how many billion of coins you have. It's about who are behind the coin, who will make the coin to work. And then what is the idea behind the coin? The idea behind the coin is to eradicate poverty in the world. So this what I just wanted to emphasize, so that those who just coming online right now, because I invited people to come on the Zoom so that they can hear also from you, the pioneer of the pioneer who have started this journey since 2016. So for me, I just want to say to people that you need to understand what is the movement behind our community.
Right.
TBC is just a medium of exchange for goods and service. So TBC himself is money. But now what is more important is the community behind. So the moment we all understand that, we'll not have problems, because by the past, we have some issue in TBC just because some of the member have promised what was not taught or teach by the admin. They have promised to people things that are not existing in our community. So these people today are complaining just because of the lack of the knowledge or the right information. And I thank God that today, we already have leaders who now are taking the right education, and we will make sure that each and every new member who come into the community must be aware of our mission. Thank you very much, Mr. Mbe.
Thank you
God bless
so
you.
much.
I really
thank you
appreciate
so
your
much,
effort.
Mr. Trust, for that wonderful contribution. Ladies and gentlemen, we have actually overstayed our welcome somehow. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Professor Solo, maybe one last word from Prof. Solo before we go. Prof. Solo, are you there? You have to unmute yourself, sir. You need to unmute yourself.
Commodity we need now to push TBC forward.
Right.
Hence, all these conferences are coming up everywhere in the world community of TBC. Everybody must try to join so that you will learn how to, as a group, push the place forward. Imagine all the divisions in Nigeria coming together. There's nowhere in Nigeria nobody will hear about it. Everybody in Nigeria will hear about TBC within 1 hour. But as individuals, as we have been talking and doing, we have not been moving that fast. So please, the conference is coming up, and it is essential that all of us gather together. Mr. Mbe said they are going at Mr. Steven, they are going to set Nigeria on fire. It is obvious. If they come and we give them the position, Hitler said, give me a place to stand and I will move the world. We just give them a place to stand, and that is our population, and they will move the world in Nigeria and let the whole Nigerians know about TBC. Thank you very much, Mr. Mbe. God bless all of you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks, all the leaders. Let me come on Facebook here. All those who are on Facebook, guys, I cannot mention all of you. I'm having King Fred. Thank you for that contribution. We have the Carmen. We have Terisha. We have Kwame Aleng. We have Dailu, Mamadou, Saidu, Vidas, Gildas, Nyingai, Kaku, Yao Paul, Godwin, Litfu Rahman, Danina, Shirley Wilson, Franklin Nyenje. Guys, I might not be able to call all of you guys. You guys are awesome. I want to appreciate all of you on Facebook sharing this. Those of you liking it, sharing some love. Please keep sharing this, keep liking this, and subscribe to our channel, our YouTube channel, for more interesting video training in case you miss any of these. And make sure that you always come to our Facebook page. If you are not in our Facebook page, come to TBC Payday Rally. TBC Payday Rally, so that you can actually join our Facebook page. Okay, so guys, it's on that note that we're going to call it off for today. I want to appreciate all the leaders, especially those on Zoom. Your contribution have been of great help to us. With me here was Mr. Stephen Coffey from the United States of America. He's a seasoned networker. He has a lot of experience in what we are doing. And of course, we have Professor Solo, who is a university lecturer, a businessman, and of course, one of the hosts in our upcoming conference in Nigeria, March 2020. And myself, mbehderick, one of the many voices of TBC around the globe. Guys, you are awesome. Take this home. You are awesome. See you on Friday. Bye now.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Good night.